How does it feel when you just come up with a wholesome idea? You immediately start taking action and making progress. It feels so cool that it seems like you're ahead of the entire world. However, when the first challenges come, you start procrastinating and then you just give up and feel like a loser again. And you know what? You are a loser. You had that sick idea which has come to your mind. And if you could turn that idea into reality, it could transform your life. However, you just gave it up, motherfucker. I promise you, from today onwards, you'll finish every task you've started. Watch this video till the end, and I guarantee I will make you successfully finish the project you are doing. Before we start, I'd like you to take a pen and a piece of paper. So number 1, what do you do it for? I need you to figure out the reason why you are doing what you are doing. What is your purpose? What is the purpose of your task? How do you want to see your life as the result of your work? I want you to write down all the reasons why you do a thing and what do you want to get as the result of it. For example, if you struggle to be consistent in the gym, you can think about the girl you'll be able to attract 6 months from now or 1 year from now if you train consistently. If you've got a cool business idea, then think about all that cool stuff you'll be able to do and to have if you build the business. Let me give you my personal example. This is my first video on this YouTube channel, and I'm really thankful I can finally release it and to have an opportunity to provide you with value. However, no one knows about it, but I've been overthinking for months if it's actually worth it to start this YouTube channel. I would postpone making these videos for months. Do you know what finally made me take this decision and to start creating content no matter what and to never give up no matter what? This is something I've written in this notebook. In this notebook, I've written everything I want to achieve as the result of my work. Let me read it for you. What purpose do I make these videos for? I do it because I want to help ambitious people be more disciplined and take more action so that they could achieve their goals. If I do really well on helping people, if I do provide real value with these videos, this means I will end up making a fuck ton of money. If I make a fuck ton of money online, this means I can choose where I want to be, what I want to do, and when I want to work. My purpose is helping people to be more disciplined and achieving liberty and independence for my family. This means if my mother wants to take care of her flowers right now, she'll be able to take care of her flowers right now, and she doesn't have to wait till the workday ends. This is why I will never give up working on this project, and I will go on making these videos no matter what. What's your why, bro? Let me know in the comments below. The second step to make sure you'll bring this project to the end and you won't quit is figuring out who do you do it for. Just think about it, bro. Probably there is someone in your life you might be doing it for. Let me show you my personal example. First and the most important, I make these videos for my audience. Basically, I make them for you, bro. You know what is so important for me? Just honestly, because it feels cool to help you guys become more disciplined and start taking more action so you could achieve your goals. It would just be awesome for me if my advice really helped you. So first of all, I make these videos to help people. Another important goal for me is to retire my parents. Bro, it just fucking sucks to see my parents working on a shit job 6 days a week. I want to see my mother do what she likes to do. If my mother wants to take care of her flowers, she will fucking go and take care of her flowers. If my mother wants to create interior paintings, she will fucking go and create interior paintings. Bro, I make it for my family. I do it for my family because I want independence and liberty for me and my family. Probably for you as well, there are people whose lives you could change if you don't give up on your project. Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your children, maybe it's your future children. Sure, your family and other people you can help with your project are important. But there is someone in your life for whom all this stuff has to be even more important. Yourself. Number 3. What does it mean for yourself? In my case, sure, it's cool to help other people and to free my family. However, for me it means something more. For me it means gaining respect for myself. For me it means that I'm a disciplined man who takes action and reaches his goal. This is what it means for me. Until I go on and don't give up, nothing and no one can piss me off. Because my respect towards myself is impeccable. When you start with something and you work hard till the end, this also means that other people will have no other option but to respect you. Basically, bro, I know it sounds a bit immature, but you can do it to impress others. Like, why not? 100%. Just think about people who you know. Your friends, your colleagues, your family members. How differently they would treat you if you made it happen. Bro, just imagine how much respect you would gain from people. They know you as a skinny fat motherfucker, but they see you being disciplined in the gym and making gains. Maybe they know you as a loser who works a shit office job, but they see you making your own money with your own business. As for now, you should have already decided that you will finish your project no matter what. Maybe you decide to be more consistent in the gym. Maybe you decide to read certain amount of pages per day, or to work certain amount of hours on your project per day, no matter what. Number 4. Accept as a fact that obstacles and problems are inevitable, and the more progress you make, the bigger and the more difficult the obstacles are gonna be. It is as simple as that. If you've ever played video games, then you know that the higher the level you are at, the more difficult it is to get to the new level. The same thing in real life. When you get to the next level, it is more difficult to deal with obstacles. You know, for example, when you just start to go into a gym, the only thing you think about is how you can train consistently 3 times a week and do some basic exercises. When you'll be training for a couple of weeks, you've got a new problem. Which routine you should stick to in order to maximize your gains? Which exercises work better for you? Then you face a new problem. What is the best diet for you? What kind of protein you should take? How many eggs per day you should eat? You see, the further you get on your journey of the improvement, the harder the obstacles become. The same thing in business, the same thing in sports, the same thing generally in life. The more progress you make, the bigger problems you are to deal with. So how to make sure you finish everything you start and you don't get discouraged by the obstacles? Look, for me, the obstacles always were a big problem. Every challenge would piss me off. However, there is a mindset you can adopt, which will help you to not get pissed off by the life shit and to get ahead no matter what. As you know, the higher level you acquire, the more shit you'll have to deal with. So accept it as a fact, as a law of nature. I suggest to have a positive attitude toward challenges. You can even enjoy challenges, because the only thing challenges mean is that you've become better, you've made new progress, you've got to the next level. So be proud of yourself when you face new challenges. The more progress you make, the better problems you face. The problems which, when you solve them, will get you to the higher level of success with better problems. And last but not least, the final mindset tip: to be sure you always finish every project you start. Number 5. Success is inevitable. Let me ask you a question. Imagine you've been studying and practicing surgery for 10 years for 5 hours every single day. Is there any probability that you won't become a good surgeon? I would say, if you are not a complete idiot, you have no other choice but to become a good surgeon. Let me ask you another question. If you go to the gym 4 times a week for the next 10 years, and every time you go to the gym you push hard, do you have any chance to not build the top 1% physique? No. The success is inevitable. The only reason people fail at something is because they don't try to achieve success for the sufficient period of time. Think about it. The skinny guy who has been going to the gym for 2 months now complains about getting no gains and stops going to the gym. This guy is an idiot who doesn't understand that success in any area of life requires certain amount of time. For different people, there is different amount of time necessary to get the results. For instance, if we take a very skinny guy and a slightly overweight guy, for a slightly overweight guy, it will be way easier to get muscles than for an extremely underweight guy. Maybe for a first dude, it will take 2 years to build a 10 out of 10 physique, and for a second guy, it might take 3 or 4 years to build the same 10 out of 10 physique. It doesn't matter. What does matter, however, is that both guys are going to reach success. The great error many people make is that they don't finish what they have started and they give up just because they don't see the results they have expected yet. The reason why people are fucking losers is that they don't have patience. They can't wait for enough time, so that they decide their project isn't worth it and they give up, and they prefer concentrating on their shit safe job. So the lesson is, the success will inevitably come to you unless you quit before it happens. I really hope I could convince you, bro, to continue the battle till the end. The important thing you can do right now is to take a pen and a piece of paper and compare your 2 hypothetical lives. The first one is your life in case if you decide to leave things as they are. And the second life is your life if you decide to commit to the path of self-discipline in order to achieve your dream goal. At this point, thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel to not miss the next one, and I will see you in the next video.